Dan with Guardian Mold Prevent. I want to take a look with you at an attic space that's located in Oak Lawn, Illinois. This is a home that's been placed on the market by the homeowner, and they have a buyer at the table. The buyer sent in a home inspector to flag all the items in the house that needed to be addressed, and one of those items was attic mold. Now, the homeowner is very fearful that they're going to lose this buyer, and quite frankly, they panicked. But they called us out to take a look at the attic and to try to determine what needs to be done in this attic space. Now, the mold is developed as a result of condensation, and that condensation stems from a bunch of deficiencies in this attic. As you can see, they've got a whole house fan, which is essentially a gaping hole in the ceiling that can be used in the summer, but in the winter it still allows for heat to get into the attic space. I want to look at a diagram with you, and as you can see, at the highest ceiling in your house, you should have a good insulation barrier keeping the heat down and out of the attic space. Then you should have sufficient ventilation at your overhangs or the lower portions of your roof, allowing for cold air to get up in the attic and forcing the warm air out through the upper vents in your roof. The name of the game here is to keep the air temperature in your attic space relatively similar to the temperature of the wood on your roof so that you do not reach dew point, you don't condensate, and you don't end up with mold. Now, that whole house fan that we looked at is just another item that allows for heat to get in the attic space and ultimately leads to that condensation problem that drives the mold growth. Mold needs a food source and it needs moisture, and the wood in your attic space and condensation, those two items working together with the mold spores that are present, can generate quite a bit of mold growth. Now we're looking at the after footage here. This is what Guardian was able to do for this homeowner, and we got them through the sale of their house. We came in with a air scrubber and we cleaned the air while we were working. Then we treated all of the rafters and the sheathing in this attic space with a biocide, which is a product that kills mold on contact. The technicians then physically scrubbed all of the surfaces of the wood sheathing and the rafters in this attic to prepare those surfaces for a coating that gets applied. In this particular attic, the homeowner opted to have a white acrylic-based mold-resistant coating applied. So you can see that everything up there looks whitewashed. And this product comes with a 10-year manufacturer's warranty that it won't support mold growth on the applied coating surface. Now, it's important that in this attic and in any attic that has a mold issue, the ventilation and the insulation deficiencies are addressed to keep the attic from condensating going forward. But ultimately, this homeowner is a happy customer because they were able to take this house to closing and move on to their new home.